Welcome to Golden Series Physical Education, Class 12. Unit 1. Management of Sporting Events. After completing the study of the unit, you will be able to describe the functions of sports event management, classify the committees and its responsibilities in sports event, differentiate the different type of tournament, prepare fixtures of knockout and league, distinguish between intramural and extramural sports events, and design community sports program. Management is the process of controlling or dealing with people to make any event successful. From sourcing a venue and enlisting a suitable number of officials to arrange weather preparations and appropriate budgeting, a lot goes into putting together a successful event. Any organization's success, including corporate systems, governmental sectors, culture, sports, and the arts, depends on the managerial abilities. An event can be created, governed, managed, organized, forecasted, planned, and designed through the art of management. Therefore, planning, organizing, regulating, and directing a sporting event are all aspects of sports management. The development of a systematic, scientific understanding of sport management is associated with the expansion of sports professionalization. Functions of sports events management, like planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. Management is important for organize any event and sports tournament. Sports event management is helpful in arranging and organizing a successful sports event. For the successful sporting event, it is very important to build a strong management team who can work together and run a successful event by proper planning. Effective management in sports organizations helps to raise a standard of sports and provide development in sports field. There are basically 5 primary functions of sports event management. These are 1. Planning, 2. Organizing, 3. Staffing, 4. Directing, 5. Controlling. Planning. Planning is a pre-decided exercise to achieve a target or aim in an efficient and effective way. There is not designated success formula, but on the basis of our experiences, to achieve success one should decide the blueprint of actions to be taken. At last, we can conclude that planning is the first and foremost foundation of successful execution of any work. Organizing. Organizing can be defined as a process that initiates implementation of plans by clarifying jobs, working relationships, and effectively deploying resources for attainment of identified and desired results. Organizing is the management function that follows after planning. It involves the handing over of tasks, the grouping of tasks into committees, and the assignment of authority with adequate responsibility and allocation of resources across the organization to achieve common goals. Organizing a sporting event requires various committees which works together as a management team to make the event successful. Staffing. The success of an organization depends on the activities of these persons. Therefore, it is an important aspect that an organization should engage qualified, competent, and experienced persons for performing various activities. Dealing with various aspects of manpower, human resource, is called as staffing. Directing. Directing is an important function of management. It includes supervision, motivation, leadership, and communication. Directing is the interpersonal aspect of management by which subordinates are led to understand and contribute effectively and efficiently to the attainment of enterprise objectives. To direct the subordinates effectively, a manager is basically concerned with supervision, motivation, communication, and leadership. In fact, directing is the key to accomplishment of organizational objectives. Without it, all planning, organizing and staffing will be rendered ineffective. Controlling. Control is a managerial activity to ensure that all jobs are done in conformity with predetermined plan and procedure. Hence, the managerial function of control is the measurement and correction of the performances of subordinates in order to make sure that enterprise objectives and the plan devised to attain them are accomplished. Various committees and their responsibilities. Pre, during and post. For organizing a successful tournament, there is a need of team of qualified and talented personnel and professionals. These committees are to be formed as per level of competition. Like at school level, the principal, physical education teachers and other teachers would be enough of organized competition. At zonal and state level, various professionals from all zones and areas would constitute a committee. The functions of these committees are as following. Publicity Committee. This committee will provide information of competition in advance to all the players, coaches and teams. This committee will use different mediums of mass media like TV, radio, newspaper, internet for advertising the games. This committee would make sure to ensure high spectator and viewership. Reception Committee. This committee ensures to receive the dignitaries and make sure their comfort and convenience. The members of committee will look after the chief guest and other guests for the occasion. Transport Committee. This committee will supervise the transportation means to ensure swift movement of players and officials to the venue and their accommodation venue. Ceremony and Decoration Committee. This committee will look after the decoration of sports stadiums and grounds. This committee will be responsible for making necessary arrangements for opening, closing ceremony, award ceremony and invitations for dignitaries to be invited. Boarding and Lodging Committee. This committee will ensure all arrangements for players and officials for making their accommodation and their food. It is one of the most challenged tasks. Grounds and Equipments Committee. This committee will be responsible for preparing grounds and marking all the sports field. Entertainment and Refreshment Committee. This committee takes the charge of providing refreshment and drinks to the guests, officials and athletes, etc. It also makes arrangement for cultural and entertainment program for spectators. Officials Committee. This committee selects various officials such as judges, marshals, timekeepers, scorers and track umpires. These committees will assign the duty schedule and roster for their role. Announcement Committee. During the sports meet, various announcement has to be made for information of schedule of events and awards ceremony. Finance Committee. In any event, finance hold the key to success. This committee handles the revenue receipts, expenditure, and allocate the budget for disbursal for executing the programs. Medical and First Aid Committee. Injuries are jewel of sports person. In any games, athletes are prone to get injured. For that, this committee will necessarily make arrangements for safety of player and provide medical care in case of an injury. Responsibilities of different committees, pre-competition. 1. Inspection and Supervising Committee. Preparation of field, selecting venue, special room, restrooms, changing room, toiletries, lighting, accommodation, sanitation, etc. 2. Publicity Committee. Advertise, schedule of sports, events on air, on print media, cinema, posters on TV, etc. 3. Entries and Program Committee. This committee will finalize the blueprint of schedule, divide the whole program into parts, execute, conduct rehearsal, To make sure no obstances during event in advance, the full schedule etc. and refreshment, award ceremony, sound system check etc. 4. Welcome committee. To welcome guests and dignitaries etc. To coordinate with other organizers etc. To rehearsal the final outcome etc. 5. Discipline committee. To make sure all rules and regulations are being followed. Responsibilities of different committees during competition. 1. Organizing committee. To ensure all the entries form of various teams. To conduct the games smoothly. 2. Welcome committee. To welcome all guests. To make sure of comfort of all guests. 3. Announcement committee. To check sound system, to make announcement audible and clear. 4. Boarding and lodging committee. To ensure good accommodation for everyone. To ensure arrangement of meals for all. To provide refreshment coupons to teams and officials. 5. Decoration committee. To decorate stage, make rangoli flowers on stage, podium. 6. Transport committee. To provide free and safe route and transfer of all athletes and officials for venue and vice versa. 7. Grounds equipment committee. To provide safe and quality equipment. To make sure all fields and grounds are safe and perfectly marked. 8. Refreshment committee. Provide refreshment coupon during competition. 9. First aid committee. Make sure first aid kit and doctor available on the field for an emergency. 10. Officials committee. Venue in charge should inform and provide all required officials on venue. 11. Record and award committee. To keep records intact. To make positions. To declare winners. To provide medal and certificates to winners and participants. Responsibilities of various committees after, post, competition. 1. Entries and Program Committee. To close the ceremony. To ask all committees to give back all required things. To take charge of records. To take meeting of all committees. To announce closing of games. 2. Discipline Committee. To make sure any indiscipline act remain unaddressed. 3. Transport Committee. To ensure all officials and athletes reach their destination. 4. Equipment Committee. To deposit and find out lost or damaged ones. 5. Official Committee. To pay all officials reward. To submit all records to Organizing Committee. Fixtures and its procedures. Knockout Tournament. A tournament where a team once defeated automatically gets eliminated from the tournament and only winning teams continues. The defeated team is not given a second opportunity. Type of knockout tournament is 1. Single knockout and 2. Double knockout. Preparing fixtures for knockout tournament is a very significant step. Meaning of bye. Bye is a dummy team who does not play in first round of tournament. A team which gets bye in first round automatically get into next round of tournament without playing. Method of preparing single knockout fixture. While preparing fixture for knockout, certain points need to keep in mind. 1. Total teams participating. 2. Total number of matches to be played. 3. Total number of rounds. 4. Number of teams in half or quarter. 5. Total number of byes. 6. Number of byes in each half. Remember, in knockout total number of matches would be calculated as such in 1, where n is total number of teams. Total number of round is be decided by power of to nearest and above to the number of total. Team upper half and lower half are used in method of fixing buys. Any player of team which gets direct entry into quarter or semi-final is known as special seeding or sub-in seeding. In cyclic method, formula for calculating total number of matches for single league is equal to n into n minus 1 by 2, where n is total number of teams. Total number of matches for double league is equal to n minus 1. One team or bye will be fixed while other team will rotate in cycle way. Intramurals and extramurals. Meaning, objectives and significance. Origin of intramurals. In year 1864, baseball intramurals were organized for first time in USA. After that, in early part of 20th century, physical consolation teachers showed keen interest in intramural. In 1925, each high school in USA established intramural department. It was made an integral part of successful mission of implement physical education program. But in India, we still lack in intramural as parents still prefer their kids to get interest in academics only. Meaning of intramural. The word intramural is made of Latin word intra means inside and murals means a campus established by its boundary that sums up inside campus. Those activities of physical nature conducted inside a school, college or campus. Major games: volleyball, hockey, cricket, basketball. Minor games: Coco, lemon race, sack race. Rhythmic games: dumbbell, marching, group dance. Orlation activities: drawing, sculpture making, model making. Combative activities: boxing, judo, taekwondo, karate. Athletic: shuttle run, long race, short race. Need or significance of intramurals. 1. Intramurals are required for all-round development of children. 2. Intramural activities helps in maintaining good health of children. 3. These activities channelize the surplus energy of children. 4. These activities re-energizes and refresh children. 5. Intramural provide recreation and break boredom. 6. Intramurals instill leadership qualities among children. 7. Intramural provide opportunity for all. 8. It create more awareness, keep healthy and fit. 9. Intramural games increase interest in students and knowledge. And 10. It inculcate the organization skills and management. Objectives of intramurals. 1. To provide opportunity to develop personality. To develop personality and all-round development of child, the opportunities are created. 2. To find out talented sports person. Intramural activities help to select the real talent and make sure maximum participation. 3. To provide opportunity to every student to participate in games and sports. Intramurals encourage mass participation and ensure equal and fair opportunity to each student. 4. To develop feeling of cooperation. It is impossible to get success without cooperation. Intramural creates the feel of cooperation among students. 5. To develop leadership. Intramural included the leadership qualities in student because the student are required in conducting all activities. 6. To provide recreation to all. One of the main objective of intramural is to provide fun and recreation to all students. 7. To develop feeling of sportsmanship among students. Intramurals induces respect, prestige, discipline among students. 8. To provide opportunity to learn a variety of skills and rules of game. Intramural help to develop new skills and enhance knowledge of rules of games. 9. Provide opportunity to get experience of organization of competition among student. While conducting intramural, the students get experience of organizing and managing human and other resources. General principles of intramurals. 1. Local circumstances. While conducting intramural, we always keep local circumstances in mind like place, weather, environment, resources. 2. Good quality of sports equipment. Sports equipment should be safe and of high quality, which ensures the safety of children. 3. Interest. The activities shall be recreation and child-centered. 4. Budget. It is one of the foremost and basic requirement which decide the scale and level of competition. 5. Time. For conducting intramural, time management shall be according to local conductions, children and resources. 6. Emphasis on winning. In intramurals, performance and excelling in results shall be more encouraged rather than just focus on winning. 7. Medical examination and first aid. The children shall be examined medically before participation. And also first aid facility shall be provided on the venue in case of injury. 8. Classification of students. The students shall be divided into groups mentioning age, skill and fitness level. Extramural competition. It consists of two Latin word, extra mean outside, murals means wall. These are the activities which are organized outside of campus. It is a competition when two or more organizations participate. Significance of extramurals. 1. Provide opportunity to school to exhibit their sporting talent. During extramural, school gets a chance to showcase the talent and skill of their children at highest level. 2. Enhance sports performance. Through extramural, there is a sharp inner case in level and skill of performance of students. 3. Knowledge of latest techniques. Extramural activities keeps updated about latest rules, skills and technique of games. 4. More opportunities to take part in sports. Extramural competition provide platform and create more chance for students to play. Objectives of extramural. 1. To improve standard of sports. It is one the most objective of extramural to raise the level and standard of sports. Students get more exposure and more skillful in extramurals. 2. Provide experience to students. In any field, experience is required. Extramural provide that experience of performing at highest level. 3. To develop sportsmanship and fraternity. Extramural helps to create bond and friendship among students. It encourages students to learn and accept defeat and humble on winning. 4. To broaden base of sports. Extramurals have a widespread range and scope. It helps to popularize the game and helps to reach at maximum places. 5. To provide knowledge of new rules and advanced techniques. New rule, skills, techniques and tactical skills are displayed during extramurals. Community sports. Purpose and benefits. Community sports are a general public-based practice of interfacing and drawing in individuals with chances to take part in sports, exercise, and wellness exercises. They are led for a variety of purposes, such as mindfulness programs, social missions, ability search, sporting open doors, and more. Purpose of community sports. To aid in the holistic development of children and youth from marginalized backgrounds through a specially designed sport-based curriculum aimed at teaching soft skills, promoting values education, and changing gender perceptions. Benefits of community sports. Health, social, psychological, and economic. Boosting health. The World Health Organization recommends that children between 5 and 17 should have at least 1 hour of moderate to vigorous physical activity every day. This can be broken down into 4 playtimes of 15 minutes, but longer durations of exercise come with its benefits as well, including strengthening bones and muscles, improving cardiorespiratory fitness, and preventing type 2 diabetes. The Center for Disease Control reminds us that physical activity also reduces anxiety and depression in kids. Reducing youth crime. Community sports play a large role in youth crime rates. A combination of risk factors, including boredom and a lack of supervision, can lead to delinquent behavior. Since most sports programs are after school, it's a great way to occupy their time, while also providing a positive, healthy outlet for kids and their extraordinary energy levels. Being on a team also reduces antisocial behavior. It's an atmosphere full of role models and encouragement to help them continue down the path of a positive lifestyle. A sense of community. There are great side effects of joining a community sports program. Studies have also shown these positive effects are increased tenfold when the community sports centers are next to libraries or other municipal resources. Community sports are a great way to introduce mentorship into a child's life. These relationships are not only beneficial to the mentee but the mentor as well. Local sports can bring a community together, increasing meaningful connections and social bonds. This extends from the child athletes to include their parents. Attending a game is a meeting place for many parents to connect and catch up, further bonding the community. Learning to overcome challenges. The many benefits of sports extend beyond the field for a child. Kids learn to make quick decisions while playing sports and work as a team. Instilling these values into our kids while they are young serves them well in their future careers. Being a young athlete means sometimes being in the spotlight, which can be uncomfortable for some kids. Sports can be a good way to overcome this shyness. The disappointment of loss is also learned through sport participation. This can be tough for many to face but is eventually inevitable. They gain the ability to be a gracious loser and see how it's possible to learn from these situations. Improve academic potential. A study by WomenSportsFoundation.org confirmed a link between youth sports and academic performance. When young kids, in the 5 to 6 age range, play sports, they learn that hard work pays off. The connection is built in their brain that practice makes perfect. If they want to improve, they need to put in the time. The study showed that young athletes go on to have higher grades, are more likely to obtain a degree, and have more advantageous career goals.